fun is their this particular spot.
Hi guys.
Hey,
Hi.
good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah.
Last name Michael Patton. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Of course. We still are. Yeah. Kind of. Our wineries, very much in the country.
Oh, this is just the tasting.
This is just the tasting space. Yeah. This is the original. They moved out in 2019. That was very cool. And then we converted it.
Video. Saw some back there. We get over there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would love to pick. Yeah, absolutely. Play winemaker for a second. So when we taste fruit in the vineyard, we're looking for two things. We're looking for sugar and acid. Those really nice balance between the two. So you tell me, do you think there's a lot of sugar, a lot of acid? Do you think there's both? Do you think it's ready? Do you think it's
That is it's still tart.
It's still tart?
But it's good. But the acidity is the key. So we just opened a 2004 Bergstrom, and it had lost a little bit of its acidity. There's some kind of sweet spot.
Yep.
Yeah. And,
I think that sweet spot for me is like 7 to 10 years.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said the grapes have a lot of acid. Well, it
These?
feels tart, right?
Yeah, tart for sure.
Maybe the tart is the acid expression.
Well, that one, yeah.
Have grapes been picked off of these
Yes,
vines?
this has
Yeah, 'cause it
already
doesn't-
gone through harvest.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of these. Yeah, this whatever is left on the vines will eventually fall to the birds or fall to you guys.
It must have something to do with some of the way the cluster is, right? In some of them are more tightly packed.
Yeah. They're
this
going to
is
be
kind of-
like lemon juice.
Yeah.
Extremely tart because that means they never went through veraison, never went through ripening.
Okay.
And then the vineyard in the back, which we'll see in a second, was planted in 1997 and 1993. So this site here is our oldest vines. Josh, on the winemaking director side of things, scroll in on the sales and business. Maybe 15 or 16 of us that work underneath there. Wine production. We do follow the other things, bearing fertilizer in the ground. The two dominant soil types in the valley are volcanic. A lot of it broke 1,000 years ago, and oceanic sediment soil.
So there's Yamhill very distinct separation.
Yeah, Yamhill Parchment is a lot more spread out. It's a bit closer to the coast. Give you a nice expression of each of the Pinot Noirs, give you a chance to taste them side by side. There's no rush to finish one glass before we move on to the next one. We like to let them evolve and see how similar, how different they are by comparing back and forth. And then I'll bring some food out, and then we'll let the food compare with the wines, see how the wines change the next week. Mileage and square footage. This first ADA that I'm going to talk about here, the Ribbon Ridge, is the smallest, and it is only 6 of those square miles. I like to describe the Ribbon Ridge as 6 miles of coveted forest, or Douglas fir trees, pine trees that border a lot of these vineyards, and then there's only maybe 14 or 15 vineyards inside of it. With that forest, we're getting a sense of a cooling effect, a little bit cooler macroclimate from the trees, providing a little bit of shade, providing a little bit of breeze, as you would imagine as you go into the forest.
I have to distract him while I go
Oh.
Nice. Because there are these stories that go on.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to like soak it up a little and not.
I don't need to know everything about it.
Yeah.
Right. Right. The different senses. I mean, if somebody's talking and you're trying to listen, but it's difficult to see, hear.
Yeah. I know they should all. They're honorary catnip.
Yeah, there's the whole paying thing, and that has gotten way out of hand. They're like $100 a person, and it's. All right, here we are at Bergstrom, and we are enjoying their very special tasting with the whole room to ourselves and a map of the Willamette Valley to help us appreciate and enjoy these delicious Pinot Noirs. Where is it? There it is. Yeah.
I'll tell you what's on your plate. So we've got a savory bread pudding up there with some sweet onion jam, green onions, and a charred leek and balsamic spread on the bottom. Just to the right of that, we have a little pastry with some wild mushrooms, corn, fresh thyme, romesco sauce, and some Tellagio cheese. And then the cucumber slice has some eggplant caponata, house-made smoked trout, and fresh purple basil. And then last but not least, we have this cheese puff pastry that the French would call a gougere, and they're delicious. Now there's no exact wines that have to go with bites, no exact bites that have to go with the wines. Kind of explore your own palates, what you think goes well together. I really like the bread pudding. With one for you now is this vineyard site right here. This is what we call the Bergstrom vineyard. So no fancy French name on this one, just the original European name of Bergstrom. This is in the Dundee Hills, of course. Dundee Hills is known for these big rolling hills and sites. In the back here, we have the southeastern facing slope, pretty much full sun exposure. So this site also gets really, really hot, but it's a little bit more moderate, controlled with temperature due to the fact that the soil here is a little bit stronger. It's a little bit
Like the Sillies and this one.
Yeah. I think the thing that I like about this one is it's not like you drink this one, it's like, oh yeah, this is typical Pinot Noir, and this is beautiful.
Yeah. It's like what some of those olive oil vinegar things. You could swap with olive oil if you want. She's definitely always coming.
So this Chardonnay is a blend of Chardonnay from all 5 of our vineyard sites. So the Pinot Noirs we had were single vineyard expressions of Pinot Noir.
I love this Willamette Valley. This is about 5,000 acres of wine grapes growing wineries. Very peaceful.
'70s. It's not
Right.
80s.
Like more fits in LA.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is more interesting.
Biodynamic, which was the place that we went to in Sonoma, the first place. Benzinger. I was really interested in that because
was
they
interesting,
did biodynamic, but then John wanted something that was closer to local, so.
I'll tell you, the Benzinger guys, they make good stuff, but the whole fleet of things is not great. But a couple of their things are outstanding. Like their rosés are so good.
I wouldn't want them to get.
like waving a lime over the top.
That guy. Kuchu, 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 kuchu. Yuki. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Huh? Chichka. Oh.
Sequoia is my favorite. You ever touch the bark? It's like soft and spongy.
Yeah, yeah.
To have that insulation. You know, it's about this thick. Small grows in Yosemite.
These are sweeter than the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and if it's blank, it's bad.
No, it's blank. He may not have made it that
Yeah,
year.
I see.
But
He's not indicating that any of his wines would go bad.
correct. But the first year of the end is the first year you should start cleaning out your collection.
Ah.
Do you have any of these that you've been?
I think we're ready for the next taste. Yeah. And then we're going to need a refill on water.
Oh, sure.
Let's give it to her empty when she comes back.
Well, I think it's a drink or hold. So they're not saying it's. Yeah, yeah.
There's like a. It's not bitter. Something at the back of my palate. I don't know what it is.
Well,
This is different.
Hi. Are you drunk? Huh? Look at you. You got the best spot. Dude. Dude. Dude.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. We're doing similar thing with this.
No? Say. How drunk are you? Yeah. Hello? Is that after wine tasting pose? Are you that drunk? Kitty cats? Ray? Meow. Meow.
That's this DuPont is a very tiny place.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Northeast Bremen Orchards Road. Take the next right onto Northeast Bremen Orchards Road, then turn left onto Northeast Hilltop Lane. Take the next left onto Northeast Hilltop Lane.
Here we go, White Rose Estate.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the right. Your destination is on the right.
That's my favorite
That's done.
place.
There's your park. It's no spot.
Oh, wow. They're good. Delicious. We are at White Rose Estate Winery. This is one of my favorite places. Lots of grapes. Still hasn't picked. Probably this is for dessert wine. Very sweet.
Yeah, in September we started on like the 5th and then extended all the way to like the 9th. And then we actually had a smoke sitting on us, and the smoke was in the air for almost like I felt like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So definitely it's a totally.
Yeah, we're from Napa, so the same problem here.
Yeah. And now unfortunately, we couldn't. We went there and did some secondary thinning. The guys actually came last week, and what they were doing is trying to take all the leaves that are in the cluster area from what we call the eastern side of the actual hill. So that way
Interesting.
they get sun in the morning. They get much more airflow, and this allows the grapes to actually dry themselves. We have a couple of days of rain too. Actually, one of the reasons as well. In a lot of cases, also they do it in case we need to spray something, to kind of help with mold.
So these are ready to go.
We are waiting for more flavor,
Interesting.
and most likely next week. Hopefully
very
by
close.
the middle of next week. Yeah, we're right there. We're in the sweet spot right now.
Because they're really good.
Yeah, but they start removing all these secondary clusters.
I see.
So now the vine is going to start focusing into
The good stuff.
The good stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we know that.
Yeah, they were like the first, right?
This is our American rootstock.
Ah.
So this is what we use ourselves for grafting.
For nursery.
Yeah, so of course these ones don't produce any fruit, you know, so
Right.
we have to be much more careful with that. And these vines here were taken out back in 1990.
So these young things, that's American.
We took them in 2019, and the first time you guys visited, we used for planting this. Because we
I think you're right.
we planted in 2000. We had a bulldozer. They
I think you're
basically
right. This
took
wasn't
two blocks, and then they started taking. Well, over the last like 3 decades, of course, these vines. You know, when the tractor goes back and forward, you know, the tractor itself it compacts all the dirt, and then if you plant new vines, they will have a little bit of hard time because the soil will be hard. So what we do is we took off the vines, and we had a bulldozer with a 6-feet claw. Oh, look at that. It's almost 90 degrees. You can touch it. It's really warm. Yeah, so this is like going. Yeah. This one here.
Exothermic.
Yeah, so this one here is going, but also they want to chill it because it is, if it hits too much, the yeast dies.
Right.
If it's too cold, the yeast dies. So what you have to do is
Even proportions of 30.
it's pretty close to each one of them, but also this wine here, when it's in oak barrels, sometimes the barrel will be a little bit newer as well, so that will give you a little different flavor profile on the wine, different taste overall. So this is a good way for us to showcase
They're
how
testing.
one thing can change the flavor of it, and this is going to be.
Hey.
We took the wine out for this last couple, the last like next 2 months. We put the wine in what we call a stainless steel casket. Okay, so what he does, he fills this up all the way to the top. You can see here the still wine. Nice. And then we use argon and homogenizing, and it's stainless steel in there. So that way the actual barrel itself goes in further. And then nobody does.
Right, and so they have to know what this holds in store 2 years from now.
Very much.
But yeah, this one, we were thinking about pressing it soon, but we're gonna give it a little bit more time on the skins. So it's still a little sweet.
I was just saying, last month I opened 2015 White Rose. It was so good. We just had to fly up to Portland.
Appreciate your.
Really good stuff. I love it. And it's interesting to hear the tough harvest stuff where you know limited Shiraz and all that.
Top harvest?
No,
Oh,
a
couple years ago.
Oh,
With the
fire?
smoke.
Oh, yeah, I can't get this noise.
No birds, like no more, no
Wide
birds.
open. We've got
You're in survivor mode.
yeah, usually, yeah, we're like, the old day, like, hey, Captain, I'm going down with the ship, take harvest, I'm gonna get it,
Yeah, like I said, we have a couple of wines to try up there.
You want a sip of this half done?
Michael.
So, yeah, next week, tomorrow.
Monday, I'll get him started.
Open
What time are they
claim.
picking tomorrow?
What?
What time?
7.
7, and you think it'll be maybe 2 hours?
8:30, 9 o'clock they'll be done. So I think by 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll have him roll it. And then we'll just do the standard.
Would you be able to load up the flatbed tomorrow and bring it down? Stuff down here? Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll load all that.
This tree really looks like an elephant. Look at that.
I almost don't want to buy one of these for John and Caroline. Maybe we go down to Archery Summit and we buy one. Just there. Cheers, my love.
Cheers.